Welcome back to Rassvet for episode 9 with me, MrSealyp. 341. The bunker silo is covered. The similarities between here and Eureka at the moment very similar. 466,047 litres, blanket silo. We are good to go. I'm going to crack on with my harvest. We might start getting dark some point soon. I've just remembered as well that the header is up at the main store. I have been tidying up the yard a little bit. I did a little bit of compacting, then I did a bit of yard tidying, then I did a bit of compacting, and didn't do it all in one go. I've been doing a lot of that of late. Eureka Farms is done. We are on Rassvet. Haven't decided on another map yet. Working with Feldcorp at the moment, as well as Wayland-Yutani, building better worlds. I'm not paid to say that. It's just you just say it, don't you? Because it is. Yeah. So Feldcorp, they're trying to get my Land Rover across the border. Whether it happens or not, I did wonder when people were saying, I said that people had seen a strange vehicle. Not it was the Land Rover, but they were trying to get it across the border somehow or something like that. But nothing's happened since. Farm dog is losing his mind. I'm assuming something's being delivered. That's what he does. So yeah, I've had a bit of a tidy up. Some of the things have been put away, but not everything. I don't know if I've got room here to put this in one of them. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll stick it up. I'll put some of the put the cultivator and what else did I put in the hangar type building. I'm still on the lookout for a silo. I'm still on the lookout for probably another shelter of some description. I want them to fit, Actually, I need to go the other way. So what we'll do, back this in so the larger equipment can go in here. I'll probably take the low loader, I'm thinking, with the harvester on, to go and grab the header, otherwise, because the harvester will take quite a while. But I suppose there's all the loading up and that kind of thing. Oh, trailer! I was going to get another trailer, wasn't I? I was looking at... I'm still not quite sure the one I was looking at. I don't think it's around these parts. But, yeah, we'll see. What next? Low loader, I guess. Harvester is tucked away because it was having some repair work done. Low loader's over there. Right. Oh, that's the other thing I was going to try, but I'm pretty sure that's odd. So I drove in here, no problem at all. Did I hit the light stalk? Might have hit the light stalk. That's what I was going to check. This hasn't got straps, has it? No. So that was me saying about getting something to strap down the harvester. The trailer doesn't have straps, so I mean it's been pretty good as long as I don't go mad. It seems to work okay. Now I know I've done harvesting before, but let's be honest. Anyway, your farm is going to be lots of harvesting. That's kind of part and parcel. We need to get the field cleared. I need to get some more money in the bank because, like as I've mentioned a few times now, sorry if you're getting fed up with it, is that the building a better worlds part of the investment from Wayland-Yutani in land and that kind of stuff is that we are going to be helping with construction of some new homes and various different things like that, which I have mentioned before. We need to get that plot of land that has the sand available on it. I have been sent loads of information by various different people. Thank you to my advisory service, as always, for the fact that sand is heavy. That's a fact, people. You can take that to the bank. So I need to think about how I'm going to transport it. Now I have only got that small wheel loader with a very small bucket at the moment, so even loading it is going to take a while. But my intention is not to clear that sand and gravel pit overnight. And I've also been reliably informed by the locals that I can go around and collect up those logs and I can sell them, which is another great thing. So I'll do that too. and we'll deliver sand and we'll deliver lumber, and hopefully we can get some buildings done. I want to get this harvest done first. I need to look at the land because there's going to be all of the related precision farming data, which I'll be honest, I couldn't make head and a tail of. When it first came out, I don't think it was working properly anyway originally. It's had a couple of updates since then, and I read through it a few times. I couldn't make any sense of it. There was predicted payments, there was like revenue and stuff, well, and that didn't make any sense to me because all the different maps have different sell points at various different prices. Apologies for the sudden silence. Sneezing fit. You know how it is through the winter, colds, tonsillitis, anything that, you know, your body feels like giving you. Then the sun comes out. We're having some nice warm weather here in the UK. And then my body goes, oh, hay fever, excellent. Let's make your face melt. So anyway, I think there's a trailer hitch in the back of this, isn't there? We might be able to grab the trailer as well, if it hooks up. If it doesn't, I'll just send the lorry out to get it. The other lorry, the Ural. Okay. Let's get going. We do need to pay back some of the money we owe to the government. I don't think we lined up properly, are we? Let's line up a bit better than that. That'll do. Oh, trailer, nearly forgot. Let's go and see if they've got one available. Fingers crossed on this. Yes! Saves a few trips, doesn't it? Should be low enough as well. I can unload into it easier. I think that trailer alone is the same capacity as the back of the Ural and the trailer I've got. Pretty sure it is. Because that's the 36,000 litre. We'll see. So my reason for thinking on this is, if I can replace my capacity that I've got at the moment with this, actually you know what, I'll drop off the trailer here, I'm in the market for or looking for a potential trade or swap or sale. I'm not too sure at the moment. With the Ural we've got, because that's got the back on it, that can replace that and the trailer and get either a log back one or a flatbed. I mentioned a flatbed before, but I'm thinking if we're going to do some logging work, maybe a forestry version. I mean, I suppose I could... Sorry, I need to work while I'm thinking. I suppose what I could do is... raise that up a bit, otherwise we're going to hit that as we come off. Is get a flatbed version, because that will still have straps. I could maybe strap logs onto the flatbed part, and then have a trailer, a log trailer maybe. So we've kind of extended our remit. We're kind of, when I said about becoming an aid package, I think that's kind of where we're at. The whole let's come and do soil samples was a very narrow remit. It wasn't a lot to it, and we could have done that and gone back home again in an episode kind of thing. But I think once Wayland Yutani were on board, it then became that, well, let's expand this, let's go further, what can we do to help locally? Let's help with infrastructure, let's help the economy, let's help, you know, if we can make it all a little bit better, bring a bit more money to the region maybe, that can potentially help farmers invest in either newer machinery or more machinery, whatever it might be. I think that's where we're going with it. What I need to do, I want to get to a point I can get a worker going. I'll go back and I'll get the lorry. Yes, if anyone knows of someone that's got a flatbed Ural or a log-backed Ural forestry version available at a reasonable price, or a straight swap for the one I've got, that would be absolutely fantastic. Needs to be fairly local though, we can't travel far. Well, we could travel far, but we don't really want to. Seems very... Do you want a vehicle or not? Well, I suppose... Well, see, I'm very dubious about asking Farm Club for anything. Because as I said before, there's always the potential that someone wakes up tomorrow morning and their Ural's missing. Right, you've seen me harvest this field before. Hopefully we'll get a good yield. What I'm going to do now is whiz back and get the lorry. And we'll get over here ready for unloading. I do need to look at a larger harvester, but it needs to be cheap. I need to get a larger capacity but a cheap harvester. I know there were a couple of class ones were kind of knocking about in the ads pages. We'll see how cheaply. Or like I said before, or just get a second Bizon. That might not be a bad idea, you know. I don't mind running two, doesn't bother me. And it gives work for locals as well, doesn't it? Thinking about it. One harvester operator, two harvesters. You do the maths. Sorry, math. Why am I so down? Okay. Come on. That's interesting. It was running, it wasn't even open. Oops. Right, worker going. It's nice and straight across the top section here. Let's go. Yeah, see, I could have cut all this, all the grass here. I didn't, because it took me long enough to do the other stuff. Right. I think I'll do the low loader there. I just want to head back. Do I bring down the trailer as well? The more the merrier, I suppose. The race is on to get back down there before he fills up. I don't think we're going to make it. So, oh, there we go. Didn't quite manage it. So I'm wondering, does the other trailer have a rear hitch as well? I'll have a whole train. Let's go on the other side and have a look. Let's put that there. Disconnect it. Is that a trailer hitch? I'm pretty sure actually, did I not say this before? When I first looked at it, it looked like a trailer hitch, but it didn't. Oh no, there is one. Oh well, let's see. That would be pretty cool. We could hook all three. Then if I do end up with a flatbed version of this or a forestry version... No. Oh, I did. So I thought, did that not hook up? Please, 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 please work. Oh, come on. Nice. Okay. Let's do this. It looks a bit unsightly. That, I mean, to be honest, the yellow and red is a bit bright. But I think it might even be a South American trailer. I think it's not. But I suppose when you think about it, this being previously a communist country, and a lot of South American countries were. What we'll do... Actually, this looks the same height as the lorry. I was thinking it's ever so low, this trailer. I think because it's quite long, but look at the height. It's not far off. Please work, and please fill correctly. Come on, come on, come on. Nope, nothing. Oh, you must be joking. Nowhere? That can't be right. Well, that was a waste of money. That can't be, surely. Nowhere on that trailer will this unload. Wonder why. Is this the problem this originally had? I thought my prayers were answered. Don't need to start overloading or anything from this, do I? No, absolutely nothing at all. Oh, come on. Okay. Plan, what are we on now? D, E. I'll do it just in the corner of this one, not in that one at all. The other one works perfectly. I suppose it could be the height, maybe that's the problem. Oh. Right, okay. I need to look at a different trailer now then. The other thing I want to check, oh yeah, yield, that was it. It was yield data. Right, so, yield data, very good here, okay-ish there, terrible across here. And that's going to be to do with the soil type, isn't it? Because that's the loamy sand. That ties up with the loamy sand. Yep. That ties up with the sandy loam. And the good yield ties up with the loam. Hopefully it'll just be this patch then that the yield's not great. So that was the projected, I take it, and this is what we're actually getting. God, that's terrible. Okay. And what was the other thing that I thought we were supposed to get? I shouldn't be unloaded now. Right, trailer situation. What do I do? What do I do? Wrong vehicle. So where's the one I've got? I mean, that's so much cheaper. Maybe just get another one of those, you know. Maybe we can find another one of these. Nope, okay. Yeah. I don't know if that one's got a rear trailer hitch. If it has, we'll just get another one of those instead. Old doggins. What's the matter with him today? If we speak to the farmer that we got this from, maybe we get another one. Right, we'll whiz this back. As I've often said, no plan survives contact with MrSealyp. Mind you, it's probably for the best. I'm sure there's probably lots of people that go, no, it's the wrong trailer, you shouldn't have a trailer like that. And that's fair enough. Actually, we can go back through this way, can't we? Oh, that's bumpy. Hopefully I won't lose too much money on it. Is that going to be too wide to get through there? Oh, we are scraping the paintwork. Yes, it's too wide. That last little bit. Oh. These workers. Fun, isn't it? Workers are the same the world over. It was a good plan. It was a sound plan. Just didn't work. Like I've always said, it's only stupid if it doesn't work. We're in luck. There is one available at the biogas plant. We took a bit of a hit on the other one. We lost about £4.5 grand. I just didn't get it back quick enough. But this one cost us 10. Pretty much the same as the other one did. 10.1 I think it was. But I've got to collect it. Now I've got to really hope that this one and the one that we've already got do hook together. If they don't, oh, I think I'll just go and cry somewhere. Feels like ages. It's been a while since I've kind of just chatted, you know. How is everyone? I hope everyone's doing alright. I know some areas are coming out of lockdown, some are out of lockdown completely, some think they're out of lockdown even if they're not. My wife follows a channel up in the Lake District, a guy that walks his dogs. The dog's actually more famous than he is, I think. And there's all sorts of stuff going on. I don't know all the details, but anyway, on the walks he does, he said already, now we don't technically come out of lockdown here in the UK until the 12th of April. And that's kind of only partially as well, it's not a full kind of... But he said already, for the last probably a week or so, if not more, most of the lay-bys by the side of the roads have camper vans in them. So people are... they're there anyway. Shouldn't be out travelling around apparently. And wild camping has become a massive thing because most of the campsites, if not all of them, are shut. They're not allowed to open either. So people are wild camping. He said on the walks he's going on, there are tents everywhere. So people are just kind of... The problem is there's that logic mentality, I guess, where you say to yourself, yeah, but if I go in a tent with me, my wife, my partner, whoever it is that I live with, we're still in our bubble. There's just us in our tent. We're not causing anyone any trouble, or even in our camper van. We're not mixing with anyone. We're not in anyone's way. And that's a fair point. It is. But a point my brother made a while ago, we were kind of discussing it, and I think it was off the back of a situation that had occurred to do with one of the people he works with. And the problem is, if you travel a long way away from home, you haven't walked, you've gone in your car, you know, what happens if you break down? What happens if you have an accident? What happens? So there's a whole host of different things. You then are relying on someone from the ambulance service. NHS is already stretched to come and help you, or someone in a recovery vehicle or a breakdown vehicle to come and help you, potentially putting them and yourself at risk. You don't know, you know. You hope everyone's clear of potential problems, you know. So it's not just the case of, you know, look, we're okay, we're not coming into contact with anyone, but it's the potential for it, I think, that is the issue. I think that's where the problems are arising. And it's mad. I totally, don't get me wrong, I totally understand it. I'm going stir crazy. MrSealyp will attest to that. We are booked to go and stay at our favourite place in the Lake District, at the lovely Grasslandale farm. As soon as lockdown lifts, we want to go, and we're not going to get in anyone's way. We're just going to go there, go to the barn. I'll probably do a bit of work from there, go and buy food, and that's about it. We just need to get away. So I totally understand that need to go, just, you know, just to be in proximity of, to be able to look out the window and see mountains and open countryside, and I really do. But we are waiting until you're supposed to. I don't know. I know there'll be conflicting arguments and agreements, and maybe not agreements at all. Isn't it interesting? I said about workers being the same. They kind of get to, you know, the world over. They get to a point and they kind of go, "Oh yeah, I can't turn around." But as soon as they stop to unload, they all disappear. Why do they do that as well? It's weird, isn't it? So what I need to do now is check to see if I can actually hook these two together. I hope so. Now these are 20,000 litres in this configuration. If I went any higher, I think it goes up to 28,000, but that then becomes, I'm pretty sure, a silage trailer. I think it's a silage trailer. Yield's looking pretty good. That's the other thing I wanted to look at, was the info. So if we go to, no, go to this. So I've clicked on the field. So if I click on the field, I've got my economic analysis. Now this is a weird one. It says since its last reset. Now that's saying total. You see as it's going up as I'm taking the crop in. Now how does it know where I'm going to sell that? It's saying total earnings and potential earnings or whatever. I could sell that in numerous places. It could be taken an average. I know we kind of had that discussion a while back. But what's weird is when you go further up, it says lime and mineral fertiliser. Now lime, it's saying that I paid out 3,983 in lime. I didn't. The lime was free. There was a pile of it. I just went and collected it. So I didn't spend a penny on lime. So that's a bit of an odd one. So I guess it's just doing it based on arbitrary figures, amounts that, an average of what you, based upon what you put down. Maybe, I don't know, it just seems very odd. That's what I mean about it. It didn't seem to make a lot of sense. Fuel vehicle maintenance, I get that. AI helper, fine, I understand that. Total costs, that's not correct, I don't think. I'm sure I didn't spend 7,000 on mineral fertiliser. I'm sure I didn't. Soil samples, yeah, it got me on that one. I had to pay that for the soil samples. Has the worker stopped again? I think I need to put some strips either end. Maybe I need to do that. Yeah, so yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? The analysis. Let's turn it on. I'm just really curious to see what we get off this. Now the weird thing as well, that's not a weird thing, but the pH levels. Again, if we go, pH is pretty good. If you look at the bit I've done already, it's dropped a little bit, but when I checked on the field info screen, the pH level was looking okay. I could probably go over it with lime again. I don't know if I need to, but I probably could to improve the level. It's the nitrogen that plummets, absolutely plummets. So yeah, we're going to have to fertilise again. Of course we are. We've only done that little bit. We've got quite a bit already, haven't we? Nice. So I don't know what to do with this field now. I don't know whether to kind of section off a bit and make it more rectangular so I can get a better... Maybe if I only cultivated part of it, so it would only allow me to seed part of it. Do you reckon that would work? Might do, mightn't it? So if I do a rectangle maybe at the top end, and as I said before, maybe put some lime down. It's not going to require anywhere near as much with it on auto. Do a strip with lime, strip without, strip with lime, strip without, and then seed one crop with lime, one without. Same with maybe do one without, or maybe without all of it. So I'll do one strip that's got lime. Oh no, I'd need multiple strips. I mean, I'm just thinking I'd need one with lime, one without lime, one with nitrogen and lime, one with nitrogen and lime. Oh dear, it gets a bit complicated, doesn't it? I'm just trying to show in stark contrast the difference in yield with and without. So maybe just do one with lime and nitrogen and one just without either. And just say, look, this is the potential difference we're looking at here. I don't know how big a difference it'll be. I'm just thinking, because this is nice and squared off, I could probably... Yeah, it doesn't like the turns, does it? The workers don't like turning. Okay. So we look down now, a field info, pH value is good. It's not perfect, it's 6.5 out of 6,750, but it's good. So it could probably do with a bit more. I'm sure someone said to me it was 3 or 6 harvests you could do before you get to a point where you just absolutely have to put pH line back down. Right, let's try this trailer. Sorry. So what we'll do is drive in front, we'll block the trailer. That's the beauty of this particular one. We can block that front swivel axle and straighten it up. So it should be L1 and X. There we go. We should be able to reverse that a little bit easier. Please, subcut. Please, 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 please. Not another disaster. I do not need... Yes. Excellent. Right, that's a lot better. So 20, 40, and then 17, is it? 57,000 litre capacity. We'll take that. That'll work. What I need to do now is unblock that again. That should now swivel. Excellent. Right. Will he turn? Or will he stop? No, he's going to stop. Oh. The trials and tribulations. So what I'm going to do, I think, I'll do another strip. Let's see if we can get it. Just want to get it to work, that's all. We'll get this harvested, we'll see what we end up with. Then in the morning we'll decide what we're going to do regarding strips. We're going to look and see if anyone has come up trumps with a replacement for the Ural. We'll see if we can crack the 200,000. I'm thinking of maybe we just reinvest that money directly into getting the plot of land that's got the sand on. I don't know if we're going to get enough off this field to crack that. There are loads of contracts available. If I scroll across, I'm kind of trying to avoid going down the route of doing too many contracts. But one of the reasons I've said before loads of times, I don't mind hiring workers. It doesn't bother me. When you're first starting out, sometimes that can be a bit of a problem. But I know if I pick up a quick fertilizing contract, for example, that one, field 1, I can get that done fairly quickly. It's 8,371, and I can then put that money towards paying for workers. So I really don't mind, it doesn't bother me, it never really has done hiring work, because it's kind of a necessary requirement pretty much. Okay. Right, I think what I'm going to do is whiz up the field and unload and see if we can go across again. So I will see in a little while. I'm hoping it's not going to be too dark by the time we finish. So we are seeing some changing yield data. We are seeing difference in the fact that we have now harvested again. So the nitrogen levels have dropped and that still needs to be done. We're looking at where we're going to move to forward from this, but also the farm kind of show farm, test farm as a whole. We're also looking at what we can do with Feldcorp, sorry, and Wayland. You know, what are we going to do with regard to sand, lumber, that kind of thing, and construction, and you know, so there's a whole load of stuff that's all going to be happening. I say simultaneously, because maybe that's not the best way of putting it, but it's weird because this is a big field. It doesn't seem like it when you first kind of start out. You look at the map and think, yeah, it's quite small, but I think it's the other way around. That is huge. I mean, I guess again, it's all relative. I'm using a small harvester. I'm using small equipment. Of course, it's going to seem like it's a big field. That's no bad thing. Right. See you later. Help me. Help me. I just can't. I can't stay away from contract work, can I? But as I was explaining that, I suddenly thought, oh, well, actually, there is a fertilising job available there. I could be doing that while I'm doing the harvest. I say I could be doing it. Got a local helping us. Field 1, fertilising. Nitrogen level is set manually at the lowest point, so we're using the very least amount of fertiliser possible, still fulfilling the contract, so minimum outlay, maximum profit. See what I don't know, I'm just going to do everything. I'll just do that bit. I think the work has stopped again. It was doing perfectly a minute ago. Oh, the 445. Love it. I am potentially going to have to fly back. Don't worry, you won't see the flight and stuff this time, because we're going to be nearing harvest time back on 6 ashes. I did say I would come back to help. I know MrSealyp said it would be fine. The local guys from the pub would all help out and stuff like that. But I just don't know whether I feel I should, you know. I should be back there to help out. So maybe we'll whiz back up. That's not certain, no, I don't know yet. I run the risk because of the situation regarding governments, etc. If I leave and go back, will I be allowed back again? Will my visa mysteriously expire, or, you know, it's a worry, as you can imagine. Okay, right. Let this crack on. Harvesting is continuing on field 6. I may have taken on a rather large fertilising contract on field 15, of which I'm probably about 60%, let's check, exactly 60% of the way through, and then I suddenly looked down to my right and realised how low I was on fuel. There's no way I was going to finish that contract and get back with the fertiliser spreader. So I thought I'd better get some fuel. So I'm halfway across the map down to the gas station. Fill up. We'll head back out again. I was going to use the 445, but I thought, no, I don't know. I just thought I'd use this instead. We have got. Harvest has stopped again. The what was I say? What's that cost? 398. These things are thirsty little beasts, I tell you. What's that point there? Is that PC remnant? The manure system, maybe. Possibly. Yeah, we've got the front Ural, 17,600 is full. The trailer behind that, 20,000 is full, so up to 37,006, and I'm now proceeding to put canola into the second trailer. So we're looking pretty good. What I will do now then is head back up through the yard, back to the site, to the fertiliser spreader, and get field 15 done. It's a big field. I think it pays out about 32 grand. So again, I'm hoping combining all this together, the contract on this, payment for the canola, if we can hit that 200,000, all we've got to do is get the land, because once you've got the land I can start collecting sand, selling the sand off. It should be fairly lucrative. We can make a bit of money doing that on top of whatever else we're doing. But then when I'm done, I can sell the land back. So it's a kind of temporary investment at the moment. But we need the money up front. I could just borrow it, but I've already borrowed enough. I don't want to borrow anymore. It's not far to go. You'll see what I mean when I say size. It is a fairly big field. I suppose I could just show on the map, couldn't I? But where's the fun in that? I get to drive more around the area. This one up just behind the fisheries. Of boggy bits we've got to get through first. I'm keeping my eye out for logs and things here and there, because we are going to be looking for logs. This field here, it's got the pylons running right across it as well. That's going to be fun. What I've decided to do, I fertilised the 60% up to almost in line with this pylon here. Then I've decided to go to the back of the field and go backwards and forwards on the back of the field. And hopefully we can hit contract complete before I have to do all the fiddly bits between the pylons. That's what I'm thinking. Just before 6 PM. I'm glad this worked. After our trailer troubles earlier, I thought it was going to be an absolute nightmare. Something that dawned on me, actually, let's just check this. The precision farming economic analysis, where that says show total values and then show values since reset, I haven't reset that. So I'm wondering, is that the figures relating to this harvest and the previous? Because that could explain the lime and fertilizer payments, because I bought fertilizer from the main store, and the second time round I was using the CNS Anne Marie, and the lime I bought from the store. Did I buy it from the store originally? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Bought from the store originally, and then I found that pile that was free. So I guess what I'll need to do is clear the yield map and then kind of reset it. L3 resets that, and yeah, potentially. Anyway, so yeah, tomorrow we'll get on with cultivating a section, a rectangle, to work out how we're going to do it. I'll give that some thought. We have ended up with canola 51,225 51,225 litres. Best price is up at the grain elevator. If I can get this whole train rolling, we should be okay. It's that initial, once you get it going, it's not too bad. It's just some of the hills and things are a bit of a problem. We'll get this to the grain elevator and sold. It's 1,300, so we're going to get well over 50 grand, which is good. Oh, that reminds me. We finished on field 15. Fertilizing is complete, 32,137. We'll collect on that. So we're up to 165, so we're going to clear 200,000. That's fantastic. Which means tomorrow we can invest in the plot of land. Actually, I'm saying 200,000. Is it over 200? I can't remember how much it was. I know it was around that. Where is it? It's up here, isn't it? Please tell me it's 200. 205. Yeah, we should clear 205. Yeah, we will clear 205. Am I going to pull out in front of this lorry? I am. I was hoping I was going to be alright. Please bear with me. Sorry. But we got it done. That's the main thing. So we'll take a bit of a tonk up to the grain elevator. I do love the interior of these things. I think they're brilliant. Yeah, so pop it in the description, in the comments. If you do have a Ural, either a flatbed or a logging version available locally, let me know the details. How much you want for it, straight swap for this, or straight swap and something, or you know, obviously realistically, don't say yeah, straight swap and $1 million. And you know, what colour is it? What configuration was it look like? For obvious reasons. Can I overtake this? I've got a lot behind me. Dangerous with the bend coming up. Are we clear? I think so. And that'll be fantastic. So yeah, tomorrow will be, I mean, our silage in the silage clamp should be fermented, so we can start getting rid of some of that to the biogas plant. We need to prep field 6 for the test plots, start collecting logs and sand. So yeah, we got a whole load of stuff now ready to go. Absolutely awesome. Grain elevator is the one along here, isn't it? Now what I was trying to work out, again that will probably involve buying land, don't really want to do that. Is there a route through, off of this road, through to the quarry bit, which would save me having to go all around the houses? I'll check the map. Let's get that open. Sell point is directly ahead, isn't it? Should we go to the rear one first? Hang on, let me just double check. Yeah, it's here, isn't it? I think so. I need to open that. I'm on the rear one. Tip side, front left. Actually, you know what I will do? Let's disconnect that. Oh, actually, I could have done because I'm on tip side to the side, aren't I? I'll keep it hooked up. I'll get the same problems I had before with this. There we go. Excellent. Switch that one. Tip side front left. Not again. They seem to have to be in a very specific position to work properly for some reason. There we go. Just needs to be further over. We just need to go above 205 and we're sorted. Awesome. Right. And with that, we've come to the end of another episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. Way more to come here on Rassvet. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.